Well, good evening. I'm your host, Robert Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity, presenting the Seven Ways Why podcast, presenting 7 ways why thank you energizes my life. Something I've really opened up to, and it happened last week. When you wake up in the morning, just say thank you, and you'll be pleasantly calm, but yet surprised on what that does for you. As soon as you open your morning eyes, just say thank you, and just say thank you for my life, and then it stops all the yesterday's trauma, drama, and all the crap from yesterday from beginning your day. How many of you begin your day with the same trauma, drama, upset as yesterday? How are you? Have you never ever got out of the upset of your life? Every day there is something new that's upsetting. Oh, hell yes, I did. This is what is fun when you open up to liberation and understanding and admitting and awakening. You get to say this stuff and then laugh at yourself because it really becomes right. It's a here and now, and you get to let it go, and you kind of get to have a giggle at it because you realize how stubborn and silly it was, because all the stubborn and silly in your life is you and me. I'm not stubborn and silly in my life. I admit it. As I now encompass the communicator audacity to experience the easy frequencies of fun, relaxation, and leisure with wanderers' thrills that energize me to understand my everyday life is a thrill for me to experience. I woke up and I admitted this. I learned this from my mom and dad, and I taught myself everything is bad, everything is wrong if it isn't easy. Life has never been hard. Life has been chaotic and unsteady, but it's never been hard because hard shuts down all the flow. When you open up to the flow and the frequencies of easy, you begin to understand all it is right here, what's right in front of you, and not trying to make it then get all the trauma, drama stories out of your life. Oh my God, I got to do this, and I got to do that, and I got to do this, and oh my God, this happened yesterday. Oh, I was good at that. That was actually a reenactment of real life. Because when you open up to the frequencies of easy and fun, you open up to experience my life, because it is my experiences and the flow that open the flow of my life. If I'm willing to, if I want to have an outcome or a dream or something, I got to be open and willing to be in the flow of the experiences that rise me to the level or the liminal carpet glide of that event or that outcome. See, we look at everything, we look down. We make it hard. Well, look at this. This is happening. This is happening. What is the flow of experiences that you're experiencing to rise to the top? See, when you're willing to rise out of the bitching and the belly aching and all the muckety ick you put on yourself and just say thank you. And you're into the turmoil of life and it's all got you upset and just throwing a fit. And I'm perfect. I'm a good fit thrower. I used to be. I still can throw a pretty good fit once in a while, but I don't do it anymore because I've opened to understand. Thank you. Admit to what's going on, awaken to it, question it, understand it, and comprehend the wisdom. See, the outside world is really trying to show us wisdom. But we get caught up in trying to know it. Knowing, thinking, knowledge, all that is a box. And it never lets you out of that box. And see, that's where I got caught up in my life, because I actually, we grew up, we weren't wealthy people. And there was a lot of situations that nobody needs to know about. But now that I look back at it, I let them situations control my life all the way up to about 4 years ago. How is your childhood situations with your parents, everything, controlling your life today unknowingly? And that's something that really happened to me. And now that I've opened up to realize, I do my liberating laugh. One thing about having a liberating laugh, you let go of everything, and you can make it funny, you can make it a comedy, you can do everything. Stop taking life serious. Life is just liberating invitations, fostering fun. But however, there's 3-4 things the people in the world are really apprehensive about: laughter, relaxation, leisure, and fun, and trust in their own abilities. That's something I really do. You try to fit in. And the best thing I ever did is I told society to take a long walk on a short plank, take their indoctrinated education and their third world mindset with it, and let it go clank into the alligator pit, and let the alligators have a feast on all the unsavory crap that I thought was real. Truth and reality is a fallacy. That's the biggest thing, because all truth and reality is tied to your thinking, knowing, memory, mind, and everything you did. It puts a lid on liberation. When you pull the lid of liberation, you let fly intuitive brilliance, energizing rebellious audacity today, invigorating and optimizing now. See, what is going on now? You can only experience and facilitate, participate, face, and embrace what is right here. You can't go back here and do this, and can't go over here and do this. You just face and embrace it here. Thank you. When you open up to the word, just saying thank you, it's really a blessing. Your blessing. When I say it for me, it's my blessing. But a blessing's a bold love, energizing splendor, stimulating internal nirvana, galvanizing the wise and energized prowess in you. And the thing I really understand is thinking and knowing stop the flow of everything, because it takes you into the subconscious mind, frozen time representations, and everything. This is this takes a little bit of understanding and experience to come out. See, I quit practicing anything. I experience everything. Practice is a lie to me. So as soon as you start thinking, you go into memory and everything else and the knowing and whatever, and then you start running around asking people for everything. The more you ask, and usually we're asking people in the same realm of life as we are. So as I understand this, you can never think, no, learn. You can never think, no, learn, and listen at the same time. You can think, no, you can listen, understand, and question at the same time, but you can't think, know, and learn, because that stops the flow of your free-flowing energy. So I stopped thinking and knowing and creating today from my yesterday's drama, trauma, and habits to instantly rise, expressing my liberating lingo of expand, energize, enterprise, experience, appreciate my day with a thank you. expressing my liberating lingo, optimizing listening, imaging my inspirations to question me, to understand me. See, the person you know the least in your life is you. And if you're trying to know yourself, that's that's not it. That's not down here. That's all up here. And that's when you think, everybody can change their thinking. Because if it's unsavory to the thinking, you're going to change the thinking to fit. But it's here. You got to feel the flow. Observe it, witness it, listen, and let it flow. As I question me, to understand me, to comprehend my daily encounters and experiences that are rising me out of my own trauma drama of yesterday, to open my morning eyes, expressing thank you for my day to day and my daily life, exuding my inner flow of love, energizes my inner rising revelation, smooths my daily voyage is a visionary, optimistic pizzazz, galvanizes effervescent splendor to flow through my veins of vibrant energy, invigorating, natural spectaculars to flow through my innovative heart and soul. By shutting down my thinking and knowing from yesterday with a thank you, calms the inner dialogue for me to express. I am sovereign to energize my day as I'm awakened and aware to appreciate the temerity of thank you. That's the prowess of thank you. Thank you calms you internally. See, when you come into the world and you're all revved up and looking for anything that's wrong and you're trying to fix what's wrong, because when you're trying to fix something, you never get out of the thinking mind. When you rise out of it and shred, and communicate it away, you let go of the dismay to play today on your seashore of splendor, relaxing in your lazy boy, a bountiful bliss. But thank you calms your inner landscape and slows the flow of your inner dialogue to open up to express the imaged inspirations for you to witness your world as an imaged imagination, feeling the freedom of you flow through you. See, it's the sovereignty of you. You take the word self. I took the word self out of my life. I use the word sovereignty because I feel sovereignty in here. Self is something that just, most of this self-help, personal growth, psychology stuff just rattles around like a BB in a boxcar, makes a lot of noise, but it just never, and just keeps doing the same. But as I opened up to understand, I'm grand just the way I am. When I say thank you, listen, question with inspiration, intuition, imagination, I'm of the now. Everything you think and know and always done is from the past. And all education is from the past. And what education teaches us is somebody else knows more than us. However, they may know more in the physical world, but you're wiser about your intuition, imagination than they are. See, knowledge is from books. Wisdom is from experience. And when this country was young, coming across, we is experiencing life in the moment. So we rose of wisdom because wisdom has you listening and questioning the present moment. Knowledge has you living from yesterday and from books and what other people want you to know. And something I've really opened up to for myself is the world is stuck in our ancestors' programming and third world enslaving mindsets. And we never been taught to say thank you. We've been taught to go like this. See, you listen, you liberate, listen liberates you. Listening liberates you. Thinking and knowing controls you. Because when you think and know, you have to be right in all your egotistical arrogance, know-it-all stubbornness, and you're wanting to look good in other people's eyes is right here. But when you go to listening, you go to here. Because here, this is the past. This is the past. This way is the now. So when you listen, you're now. But watch your hands. When you say think and know, my hands naturally go to the past. When I listen, it's now. So I get to play in the world of liberation. Listening is liberation. Realizing life's invitations, boldly energizing, rebellious, animated, trend-setting, innovative optimism. Naturally, being naturally chauffeured through life. So as I open up to the word thank you, I feel it come from here up. And something I discovered for myself, and this is an individual thing. I say thank you, it flows up. Unleashing my persona to the universe. But something I've really opened up to understand is when I think the world owes me something, and I know the world owes me something, I stay in turmoil. So, I like to people watch and I eavesdrop on the world to expand my appreciation for my visionary epiphanies. Listening, and once you realize the listening of the now, you start hearkening how the past controls them. But the past is controlling them, the past is controlling me. But how do you live from your past without even knowing it? Oh, we do. I know I did. Oh, that's a lie. I still do, but now I'm a lot more aware of it. As I now understand, thank you calms my daily encounters, events, and experiences, smooths my karma charm, flow from my core, communicative camaraderie, sprees my spirit, poetic revelations, expressing eloquent splendor, streams, lyrical liberation for me to understand, admire my sovereign enthusiasm, feeling appreciation, expressing thank you, sheds and communicates away my hate, anger, blame, shame, envy, revenge thinking, ancestor programming, third world enslaving mindsets. As I now understand and admire, thank you shows me and the world my gallant gratitude, glides me through life with the greatest of ease, beaming my heart harmonizing wizardry, and my soul serendipitous bliss to the universe. To understand that calms my inner scenery, to feel my serene clarity, enthusiasm, native east breeze, regal yazapazaz, jazzes my ubiquitous understanding, to esteem my gliding ride of sovereign liberation, energizes my politically incorrect inspiration that dissolves my politically correct perfection programming, hearkens my founding father's foresight, energizes my mother wisdom, enterprising my outlaw optimism, expressing my regal revelations for me to understand and admire. I appreciate my life, admit to everything, opens my eyes, ears, smelling my sea breezes of leisure. Loving every day, idyllic, splendorous utopia. Richly illuminates my paths of enlightened peace. Chauffeurs me down to my trails of moneyed up triumph. As I now relax in my lazy boy of lavish, endless abundances of health, wealth, fun, lush cash flow, as I glow of gusto, gallant gratitude, audaciously appreciate me for me, my life, just the way I experience my life through communicating with my daily experiences now and forevermore. I soar of appreciation, admit, awaken, listen to the images of my inspiration, question my daily encounters to rise out of the past, opening up today's trend-setting events, and out of everywhere dares, because life is an everywhere dare. Dawns adventurous, revolutionizing, enterprising spectaculars, exuding shrewd, thank you poise, admitting to me the dynamic, unsavory, uninteresting encounters, events, and experiences, and my subconscious mind, frozen in time, emotions, feelings, descriptions, thinking and knowing of the past, are now cast away from my life in a loving way. As I now understand, thank you soothes my here and now, to wow of my heart, love, heart and soul, spirit poise, quiets my noise, smooths my inner landscape, liberating animated nomadic dreamer spontaneity, to enjoy my day my way, unleashes my canny adventurous phenomenons, energizing my thank you temerity now and forevermore. I sail through my life and my day streaming thank you and inspirations to start my day, and thank you prayers as I lay my head down on my pillow of peace, internally loving life, optimizing wisdom, insight, and clarity, celebrating my sunrise, esteeming my sunsets of stunning serenity, color my life and my universe with my dreamer's paradises, desired lifestyle, and fluid accomplished outcomes. As I understand that, when I opened up to this, when I was out walking in the desert, and I just said, thank you, I just felt an instant calm. Well, the calm comes from, it actually comes from the pebbles of the desert. But when you say thank you, it takes out all the subconscious representations of the day, and it quiets you to listen of the now and stop being stuck in the muck of the past, to stop being a servant of the past. As I liberate my now, I naturally optimize the wander and ponder and prowess of my nomadic nerve. To just say thank you to the universe, the world, and everybody in my life. Because when I say thank you, I liberate me from me, sets me free, and lets go and rises me out of my viewpoints, opinions, beliefs, parents' way of life, my old way of life, and ancestors' programming in the third world and enslaving mindsets, just to rise onto my liminal carpet glide of peace and prosperity now forevermore. I want to thank you. I am Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity, and hypnoacuity takes the stress out of therapy. I want to thank you and wish you a good night.